Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Guide, Bedrock Edition, and today should hopefully be the last day of our Bedrock Edition achievement rush, and I am desperately trying to figure out ways to do some of the achievements I've discovered are a little bit more finicky. For example, being able to smelt charcoal using more charcoal, and I'm trying that by setting up an automated furnace setup. So this one here is producing charcoal with these logs, and then that automatically gets fed into the fuel slot of this furnace where we're going to be using it to make more charcoal. And maybe automating this is the solution. I'm not really sure. I also cut out a good portion of yesterday's video where I tried and failed to get the supersonic achievement for traveling through a 1x1 space using elytra while traveling at more than 40 meters per second. I tried jumping from build height, going through a ring with my elytra activated. I tried flying sideways through a ring. I have not been able to get this achievement yet, and I really don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm not traveling at the right speed, because I'm definitely passing through a 1x1 space, either vertically or horizontally. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem to work very well. I'm also a little bit worried about a couple of achievements that require us to get enchanted golden apples. There is one for eating an enchanted golden apple, and there is also one for making a banner pattern with an enchanted golden apple. So we are going to need to find two, because I'm pretty sure the banner pattern will actually consume the enchanted golden apple as well. So I guess we're going to have to do a lot of exploring. Most of that is going to have to happen off camera, and I still need to do a few of the basic ones like befriending wolves, creating an iron golem, traveling with a minecart, that kind of stuff. Maybe collecting this charcoal and putting it back in another furnace so we've got this constant stream of renewable charcoal happening might be a good way of doing this one, but I'm honestly a little bit stumped by the charcoal one because it seems to be happening, but I'm just not getting the achievement for it. Villager trading is going pretty well, though. I have these two farmers over here who are trading me melons for a very low price right now, and every time they up their prices, I just go away for a while, and they seem to drop them again. So I figure I'll just keep trading with these guys, and then maybe trade with the cleric over here so that we can get something nice and chunky like bottles of enchanting, something like that, give me a little bit of extra XP. Hey, there we go. Somehow it managed to pop. Fantastic. So we've got that achievement now. That's locked in. Brilliant. That was one of the ones I was worried about. By the way, we did manage to pass the 100 days achievement there for passing the time. I did that in less than 24 hours, I think, and now it's just rolled over to 25. So we did it, and that kind of proves that you don't have to have full Minecraft days take effect. You can just sleep through some of them, and that will still count towards this achievement. While we're on the subject of automating smelting, we can get the Smelt Everything achievement for connecting 3 chests to a single furnace using 3 hoppers. And I was a little bit confused by this at first, but then I realized it's meant to be an output chest, an input chest for items, and an input chest for fuel. So it's basically a standard auto smelting setup. We just have to link the hoppers to the top, the side, and the bottom half of the furnace there, and each of these should have a chest on top like so. And I don't know if that alone is enough to get the achievement or if we have to load this stuff up with fuel. So let's just throw some planks in there as fuel. Let's get that cooking. Hopefully it should output an item into this chest here, and that will be enough to get us the achievement. And of course it's smelting me more dried kelp because I need to constantly eat dried kelp. There we go. That one's just popped, and I can take down this setup so that I can do the next achievement, which is to move something from a minecart chest into a chest using a hopper. So we can probably just keep this chest here. I'll pop the minecart with a chest in there. We'll put some of the kelp in there, and hopefully that should allow the items to flow through into this chest, which should get us the achievement. Obviously, the intention here is that you're inspired to use this for some sort of actual circuit, but in this case, we're just doing it for the achievement. And there we go, we got Freight Station, using a hopper to move an item from a chest minecart into a chest. So now we've got those taken care of, I'm going to spend a bunch of time mining off camera, probably exploring to see if I can find those golden apples, and when we come back, we'll attempt to do some of the achievements involving raids. So I've had no luck getting zombies to pick up diamonds, but I think I found a zombie that will. Hello.
Hi.
you come in, this is your final form, riding on the pig. All right, get off the pig so I can chuck you a diamond. This is apparently now the only way you can get the diamonds to you achievement. In the old days, you used to be able to get it by having a zombie pick it up, but I think this will have to do, right?
Yeah, that's about it. Thank you. Bye.
Bring back my diamond. What have you done? Dang it, Zloy. I don't believe it. This desert temple, the one desert temple in the one desert I have found, had an enchanted golden apple in the chest. I wasn't even recording. I had to start recording so I could show you guys this. Absolutely incredible. Okay, that is one enchanted apple down. And silly though it is, we're going to make the banner using the enchanted apple stencil first, because, yeah, I kind of want to save an enchanted apple for when we do the raid so that we have a nice, easy time of it. But yeah, there we go. Let's make the banner pattern for the thing. And I guess we have to make a loom then. A loom is nice and easy, of course. It's just 2 planks and 2 string, like so. And then we'll have to make ourselves a banner, but I'm so happy we have the banner pattern. That's just one thing that we didn't have to worry about. So let's make ourselves a banner, and let's do this kind of the traditional way, I guess. We'll have a red dye in it with a banner pattern in there, and we get the Mojang logo, just to thank them for making such a fantastic game. The best thing is, if for whatever reason the achievement doesn't actually pop, we always still have the banner pattern, so we could do that again if we need to. But there we go, we got it. Make a banner using the enchanted apple stencil, and I'm off the kelp diet by now. I got the castaway achievement pretty quickly. Hey folks, welcome back. So I have had a very eventful afternoon in which I've been able to prepare the last few things that we need to get the last roundup of achievements. And now we have a bunch of villagers trading in here. I did need to breed a couple more farmers just to expedite things slightly, but today we have crossed the threshold. We have gotten ourselves 1,000 emeralds traded. And the reason I've been really going for that is because I wanted a bunch of emerald blocks to make a beacon, and with a few extra trades with each of these guys, we've got a few melons that we can trade with them. I think we should have enough to complete the beacon. Now the last thing I need to do is fly these emerald blocks over to the site of the beacon, which is actually going to be the village where we're doing the raid. I figured we might as well take the beacon over there and use it for some resistance and some regeneration while we have the raid going, and that will hopefully give us a little bit more of an advantage against the pillagers. And by my calculations, I think we might still need a few more emerald blocks to go around here, but I've certainly got quite a lot on me right now. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we need maybe like 7 or 8 left, I think, and that should be good enough. We only have 7 diamond blocks on top of here, but yeah, I decided that if we couldn't get a huge amount of iron, I still have a couple of iron blocks left over that I might actually put into the diamond block tier, but I figured we could probably make do with making some of the other tiers out of the other different types of materials. So I was able to get together 25 blocks of gold. We're getting 49 blocks of emerald and then 81 blocks of iron, plus 2 that I will put into the top here. So I'm probably going to make, I guess, like what I think of as the back and the middle ones out of there. So then only one will poke out the top because the other one there is going to be covered by the beacon. But you can make the beacon tiers out of any combination of these resource blocks as long as the full thing is complete. And so a little bit more trading on the horizon, and all we should need to do is place the beacon on top, activate it, and give it some effects, and then we'll be able to get the achievement called the Beaconator. I also, while I was streaming, got the Supersonic achievement for flying through a 1 block wide gap. It was something that I really wasn't sure quite how I did it. I just had to fly through these rings that I'd set up a couple of times, and I don't know which of the attempts really did it, but I think it's just something you have to try a few different ways. Thankfully, ramming into a wall with Elytra on Bedrock Edition doesn't seem to cause any kind of damage right now, which it does on Java Edition, so I can, like, ram straight into this pillar and take no damage except for the full damage that I just took. And I've got a bunch more iron that I'm now converting into blocks because I want to be able to get the achievement for creating an iron golem. The iron golem will also be able to help us deal with the pillagers once the raid starts, so I think we can probably carve a couple of pumpkins in preparation for that. And one of the most important things is also on the stream, we were exploring an abandoned mine shaft and I was able to find another enchanted golden apple. So we can eat that during the raid for the overpowered achievement, which is also going to give us a bunch of status effects that will help us with regeneration and stuff like that. It's going to be perfect for having around during the raid. And this whole thing is pretty much done, so all I need to do is slap the beacon on top of here, activate that, and I think we will add, let's say, resistance and then regeneration. Or we could add strength, but I guess we could also get strength potions, and I'm not sure if that really affects bows on Bedrock Edition, so we'll go with resistance and regen. That seems like a good idea. But even though we have a few walls built around this village now, and I added these little towers on the corners because I thought that was kind of fun, I am not planning on letting these villagers roam around freely once the raid starts. When night falls, I'm probably going to barricade them in their houses, block the doors up and that kind of stuff, which is going to mean that potentially they can't pathfind to their workstations and stuff, but the trading portion is now over, and all we should need to do is activate a raid by killing a pillager captain and coming back into the village. Hopefully hopefully keeping them indoors will mean that if any raiders spawn within the boundary of the walls that I built here, then they're going to be safe from harm and they won't get attacked as part of the raid. And once that's taken care of, it'll be time to prepare. So I'm going to go away and make my final preparations for this. We've got elytra, we've got a spare chest plate, a bunch of stuff that we can use to heal up or regenerate some health. I'll get a couple of potions as well, and then it's business time. Okay, folks, preparations have been made. Let's swoop in here and see if we can spot a pillager captain, because we're going to need to kill one of those to really kick this whole thing off. Oh, the loot in here is a little bit disappointing. Never mind. Let's see. It's all very quiet down here. I wonder if they've just not really generated around this, or maybe they're just hiding out in the woods. This is a really great biome for one of these outposts to generate in, so I imagine we will see some pillagers. Yep, there we go. There's one hiding in amongst the trees. Now, we are looking for a pillager captain, one of the guys who's got the banner. Oh, and they have an iron golem or two held captive in here. Fantastic. These guys, we can let them out, and hopefully they will be able to show us the direction of their captors if we can maybe let them out of the... There we go. All right, fellas, do you see any pillagers hiding? Oh, there's one guy right there. Oh, he's going to have his day completely wrecked. I guess I am going to have to track down the pillager captains before they do, though, because we're not going to get the bad omen effect by them killing him. I don't know how the pillagers respawn. Like, I don't know if they will respawn around this area. There just doesn't seem to be that many of them around. Maybe if I wait until nighttime, they'll spawn in the dark. I really don't know the rules for pillager spawning on Bedrock Edition, but they really don't seem to be regenerating around the outpost. I've flown away from it and back a couple of times, and I've just seen no movement down here. The woods are quite thick, but I feel like I'd have spotted a pillager between the trees. So... yeah, hopefully we get some pillagers back. Though I've got to say, it is pretty funny watching the iron golems walking around, and then occasionally a mob will just get flung up into the air from behind the tree line, and that is genuinely comedy genius. I think I hear somebody moving around inside the tower. Let's see if a pillager has respawned. I can't... Oh, there we go. I have never been so happy to hear the noise of a pillager. Are you a captain? No, you're... Oh, there's a captain with them. Amazing. Let's see if... Yes, okay, we have the bad omen effect. Thank goodness. I was worried that one of these guys was going to shoot him and then I'd have to wait for another one to respawn, but there we go. We've got our bad omen. Now all we need to do is move in on the village. Okay, here we go. I'm really not sure where the raiders are going to spawn, but of course the bell will ring and the raiders will arrive. Let's see if we can spot which direction they come from. I see a few zombies burning in the distance. Okay, it sounds like they're coming from over here. Hopefully they haven't spawned inside the village boundary, but if they have, I should be able to get my elytra up. Okay, looks like we have a couple inside and a couple outside the walls. Well, that's good news, I suppose. We should be able to deal with them. Looks like a couple of them are just hovering over this side of the wall where I can take nice, easy shots at them. There we go. We've got a couple left. I do not know where the last guy is, but now seems like as good a time as any to build a couple of iron golems out here on the village perimeter. So we're going to put one here, making our usual T shape, and popping down a carved pumpkin on top of him. Amazing stuff. That should get us the achievement for, I think it's hired help. Or is it Iron Man? I forget which one. Oh, and it looks like we do have an incursion in the village, which seems like the perfect time to ring the bell. And I'm pretty sure that should get us an achievement as well. Right you are, Sonny. Okay, you're for it. And luckily, I barricaded all of the villagers inside the doors, so they really don't have a chance at getting to the villagers. I guess we better set up an iron golem inside the perimeter as well, though. So we need one to patrol the inside here. There we go. And hopefully some of these achievements should have been popping while we've been doing this. Looks like this latest raiding party has formed on the outskirts of the village, and I really hope I haven't left any ways for them to get in here, because we have a couple of indicators, and I don't feel like facing down the axe murderers today. And our last guy seems to be stuck in the water outside the fisherman's house on this side of town, so there we go. Fantastic. All right, let's get the fireworks back on the bar, get myself inside the village perimeter, and nice and close to the beacon to make sure we're getting that health regen effect. I hear the horn, but where is the raiding party? Okay, looks like they are just on the outskirts. There is a Ravager. Fantastic. Now, it should only take a few bow shots to take this guy down. We've got the flame effect as well, so that's working in our favor. Wow, this guy is pretty tough. He's taking a lot of hits from arrows. Maybe he's getting a little bit of damage invincibility from the flame effect. I'm not certain. Okay, there we go. That should be the Kill the Beast achievement for taking down a Ravager. What's next? Okay, I think this time the pillagers may have spawned underground, because I did end up covering over a section of cave down here, and I have a feeling that the raiders may have spawned somewhere underneath there. I can hear them, but I can't see them, and that is a concern. Uh-oh. I know that sound. They've got an evoker with them. This is not going to be good. I'm in a cave system, and I'm caving everything in on myself. I have absolutely no idea where I am right now. And I'm pretty sure I'm down here with the pillagers. Yep, I had to dig my way all the way out of that cave, and they are basically directly below here somewhere, and I do not know where. So I'm wondering if I can maybe, like, pour lava on them or something. That would be a fun solution to this problem. The raid bar does appear to be depleting, so I think I might have killed one of them with a gravel cave-in earlier. But yeah, it's safe to say that this is not how I expected this raid to go. I have a feeling they might be a little bit further down, and I'm worried about exploring too far down into the cave right now. But this is where all of the noises are coming from. Oh, there's a beast. There's a beast around that corner. Okay, I don't think it has seen me, and I do still have regen and resistance. I don't think that will really help me all that much, but I think it might be stuck on the cave wall up there. And if it is, then that is good news for me. There we go. We took down the Ravager. Oh my gosh, there's another one right there, but it looks like that one is having just as much trouble getting out. So I think they may even have suffocated their riders in the roof, which would be a fantastic development if they did. Although, if it was an evoker, that does potentially mean I missed out on my chance to kill an evoker, and I was looking forward to that because that's another one of the achievements. But if we head back in this direction, maybe we'll run into another couple of pillagers. Oh, there's an evoker. There's an evoker. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that fang attack for a while, and these guys run so freaking fast. But there we go. We got him, and we got the Totem of Undying as well. Let's chuck out these saddles. I really don't need the saddles at this point. Right now, we can use the totem to cheat death if we want to, but right now I'm looking for the other pillagers in this raid, and I am having a really hard time finding them. There do not seem to be that many of them still in here. I'm just gonna have to follow the sound of that horn whenever it blasts and see if I get lucky. Oh boy, there's a whole meeting of mobs down here, and a Vindicator is one of them. Now let's see if any of the other pillagers are down here. We've only got one guy left, and it sounds like a regular pillager, so hopefully we'll see a crossbow bolt fling out of the shadows somewhere, and we'll be able to find him from that. Yes, there he is. Oh, it's a Vindicator, this guy. Hello. All right, well, we'll take you out. We'll try and do that quickly, and now we need to get back to the surface really, really fast. Seriously, that was like a challenge round of the waves somehow, and I think I see the surface. Yes, there we go. Okay, hopefully we can sleep for the night, because I see a few pillagers patrolling the perimeter already. Do they keep taking each other out occasionally? Because I really feel like the raid bar is depleting here without me doing anything, which on the one hand I'm fine with, but on the other hand, you know, isn't really the point of the exercise. Never mind, I'll take it though. Got another evoker over here in the field. I'm going to try and take him on nice and quickly, but they do tend to run around a whole bunch. There we go. Oh gosh, the Vexes are coming out now. Let's take a couple more shots at him, see if we can... Oh man, he's raising a full-on Vex army at this point. Let's see if we can take pot shots at them. I think the evoker is dead, so that shouldn't be any more concern. And that should mean there's another Totem of Undying over here waiting to be claimed. Yep, let's take on the Vex. It looks like it may have died up there in the tree. Fantastic, we can claim the second totem. Let's throw out this other saddle. I really don't need saddles at this stage. Well, now we've got a few guys down here to take care of, a few witches to take pot shots at out here in the grass. Let's see if they can get taken care of before they drink too many healing potions. Yes, there we go. Axe murderers on the balcony. No thank you. Get the heck out of here, and let's see if there's any more for any more. Now have a quick scout around the perimeter, grab this other Totem of Undying, because we may as well grab all of them so that we have multiple chances at that achievement in case it bugs out on us like some of the others have done. It sounds like this last guy is going to be over here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's another evoker. Okay, well we need to be a little bit careful here. There we go, a couple of swift arrows to the face, and he's taken care of. And there we go, we finished our raid. Well, that, to be honest, was a lot less threatening than the raids I've faced on Java Edition, so I guess that makes up for the Wither boss fight, huh? Now we can let all of the villagers out of their houses to be free, and we should have a good long while to take advantage of that Hero of the Village effect. Well, hopefully, we got all of the achievements that we were supposed to get from this little exercise. Let's take a look at the achievements. There we go. We got Defeat an Evoker, Kill a Ravager, we got an Iron Golem, we triggered a Pillager raid, we've killed a Pillager Captain, we got our beacon there as well. Let's take a look at what is left. We didn't get the chance to eat the enchanted apple, but I guess we can do that another time. We need the Totem of Undying to cheat death, and we haven't managed to ring a bell with a hostile enemy in the village, but I think maybe we can wait until nightfall, maybe see if a zombie or something spawns in here, and we can just ring the bell when that happens, because that sort of makes sense, I suppose. If any enemy is a hostile enemy, then we can probably manage that with something other than the raid. But I'm going to celebrate by eating this enchanted apple now. I may as well at this point because, yep, that's going to get us a couple of extra effects as well, and who knows, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we can say we did it anyway. Let's open up these doors and see if we can get any nice low prices from these guys. I reckon we'll probably get a good deal from one or two of them. Maybe we need to go and grab some items though, we'll see. Maybe I can buy a fish in a bucket from you. Is that going to get me the achievement? I'm not entirely certain. What else do these folks have that I need to take advantage of? Oh, we could buy a bow for an emerald. Let's trade for a few arrows here, and that is the best possible price that we could buy that bow for. I suppose that could count towards the achievement. There we go, we did. We traded for the best possible price. I was hoping that would pay off. Amazing stuff. We're up to 90 achievements now. Great. And we got the overpowered achievement as well for eating an enchanted apple. Perfect. Okay, that's a weight off my mind. I was worried that that wouldn't happen, and then I just wouldn't have a chance to try it again. We can add this little fish to our lake here as well. There we go. Go play with your friend, the salmon. Guess we didn't need all of these potions after all, but you never know. Something could go wrong in a raid, and let's face it, what went wrong in that raid was us going into that cave to try and take on the rest of the pillagers that were down there. Not to worry. I think I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time gathering up some fish and then going around and feeding it to some cats, because the next one I want to get is a plethora of cats for befriending 20 cats. And we're not talking about these ocelots, we're talking about the kinds of cats that spawn naturally in villages. While we're looking for cats, we may as well look for dogs too, because we can befriend 5 wolves for an achievement, as long as I've got enough bones to do that. Yep, looks like we'll need more bones. There's one. This is our first cat, and I can also hear a kitten somewhere around here, so it looks like the cats are finally starting to come back out. Do you want some fish? Do you want some fish? There we go, 1 cat down, 19 to go, and I've already befriended 5 wolves because that was just freaking easier. And I've taken a break from looking for cats to set up the On a Rail achievement, and I've got a bit of a winding path here, but it does seem to be working. On the way back, I noticed a rabbit, and so I'm pretty sure it's going to be open season for hunting rabbits at this point. The achievement here is to kill and cook rabbit meat, so unfortunately we do have to do that. I got rabbit hide and I got raw rabbit, and that needs to go back in a furnace back at the base over here. And while that's cooking in the furnace, let's head to the end of the track here and start the On a Rail achievement. Now the thing about this is you actually don't need to have powered rails involved. Those will help you go faster, of course, but all you really need to do is get in a minecart on one end of the track and hold down the forward key, and you'll still be able to go up slopes and stuff. You're never going to run out of momentum if you're pushing forward like this. It's just going to take a little while. So if you don't feel like building powered rail and powering the entire thing, if you've got a bit of time on your hands, just hold down the forward key and sit back and relax. And this is the point at which the track picks up a little bit of momentum. It is kind of nice to have a few downhills in the track here and there, but once we reach the end of it, I should get dumped out into the river, and I think we should have the achievement at that point. And at least we can travel back as I check the achievements menu, and yep, we've traveled by minecart to at least 500 meters in a single direction from where we started. Oh, having a little bit of trouble getting up the hill there without pressing the W key, but that's fine. Now we can get on and find some more cats, I guess. And it's worth clarifying that the achievement for this is to cook and eat rabbit meat, so I guess we do have to wolf this one down after all. There we go, that should be another achievement taken care of. And I happened to sleep in this village after having befriended a local cat, and it looks like it's brought me a present. I've got myself a piece of string, and this is significant because one of the other achievements that we had yet to get was Where Have You Been?, which is receiving a gift from a tamed cat in the morning, and judging by the purring and the hearts, I'm pretty sure that counts as a gift. Thank you for the string, little cat, and looking forward to introducing you to about 18 of your friends. We can have a quick diversion here over by the village because I just realized there's a massive lava fall here on the surface, and so aside from dealing with the drowned in the river, this seems like the perfect opportunity to showcase the cheat death achievement for getting revived by a Totem of Undying. Now, while I've got diamond armor and stuff, obviously I'm taking a fair amount of damage from being in the lava, which is the perfect situation to be rescued from by a Totem of Undying, because in the Bedrock Edition of the game, the Totem of Undying also grants you a few minutes of fire resistance, or, well, like, less than a minute, but like 40 seconds or so of fire resistance 2, which I'm not certain how that's any different from fire resistance 1, but it does mean you get a little bit of extra time to get out of lava, which is actually really useful. And so, having cheated death, we get the cheating death achievement. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't look like we managed to get the sound the alarm for ringing the village bell here, so I guess I'm just going to have to bring more weird stuff into the village. Okay, it's late, it's raining, I have about 15 out of 20 cats, and it's time to poison a witch with a splash potion of poison. Let's see if we can lob that in the witch's direction. I don't think that even hit. Luckily, I have a second one, a backup, and bam, there we go. Okay, I knew I was going to get poisoned myself when doing this, but you know what? Yeah, the witch is just throwing all her potions at me at this point. I kind of deserve that, but there we go. Hopefully, that has managed to get us the achievement for throwing a witch a poison potion, which is called Taste of Your Own Medicine. And now, of course, I've been hit with a potion of slowness, and I'm feeling a little bit sluggish. But the cool thing I've noticed about taking a cat out of a village is that usually another cat will show up in the village center pretty quickly afterwards. So I've been returning to the site of this village over and over again, and just taking a cat from here, bringing it over to my base, coming back to the village, and usually a cat seems to spawn around this area. Once or twice it's been in the pen with the other animals. Sometimes it ends up a little bit further afield, but it always seems to start at the village center. I also tried randomly ringing the bell here during the night while there were zombies around, just on the off chance that I was able to get that extra achievement, and we got it. We got Sound the Alarm for ringing a bell with a hostile enemy in the village. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that one on camera, but you've seen me do it. It just seems to work occasionally when the game wants it to work. Alright folks, at this point I would like you to pause your video and count the number of cats we have in this picture, because that is 20 cats. In fact, I have 21 cats tamed total, but one of these was actually an experiment. I tried breeding 2 of the cats together to see if it would count towards the achievement, and it does not. You have to tame 20 stray cats that you would find in villages rather than just breeding up a bunch of cats by yourself. So let that be a lesson to you. You need to get the cats from the villages. You can't chicken out on this one. Got a few more achievements to tidy up here, including one for mapping a 3x3 area with 9 item frames. So I'm working on the map right now. Remember, there are 2 different types of maps in Minecraft Bedrock. There are empty maps, which are just made with paper, and there are locator maps, which are the ones which actually have a player marker on them. So you can see I'm up there at the top of the map right there. So you want to probably make locator maps for this, just so you can be sure you are off the edge of the map in the directions that you want to be. I made way too many maps, but then again, I do keep going through them because I keep opening a map in the wrong place. So let's hop up here. The last section I need to do is just going to be to the south east of me right now. So let's take a look at the map. Let's point southeast, and let's walk off the map in a diagonal line until I reach this spot over here. So it looks like that's just going to be deep in the jungle on this side, behind this hill over here, and I'll need to make sure I'm off the corner of the map before I open the next one up and discover my location. So let's see, we are off the corner of the map, I would say about now. Let's hop into the middle of this kind of clearing over here. Oh gosh, good, there are mobs around. Let me open the map up. Fantastic. Okay, that does look different from the map we had, and for whatever reason, the maps always generate with like a corner missing and a big stripe down one side. So make sure that you go around and make sure you reveal every area of the map. You may as well use the offhand for this in Bedrock, because it's one of the few things you can use the offhand for, and then just make sure that you've got that stripe on the left-hand side cleared out, and there is, you can't quite see it there, but there is a section in the bottom right-hand corner that definitely needs filling in, so just got to hop towards that area until that part of the map is revealed. The maps only reveal areas when you are holding them in a hand, whether it's your offhand or your main hand, so you got to make sure that you have it out for at least a little while you're traveling around to make sure that all of the stuff gets filled in. I think there may even still be a little blip that is missing in the lower left-hand corner, and the achievement isn't going to be complete until you've opened up every single area on the map, so just bear that in mind. If the achievement doesn't pop, you want to look around the edges of the map for any pixels which don't appear to be there, so anything that looks like the outside of an item frame, or, yep, in this case, I can see that there is actually a pixel or two. Let me zoom in a little bit here. You can see that there are a couple of transparent pixels, one there and one there at the top of this map, and that counts as the map not being fully filled in, so we're going to have to take this map down off the wall and revisit that area to make sure it counts. Finally got that one to pop. Okay, we have 9 fully explored adjacent maps in a 3x3, and there were definitely a couple of dead pixels around the edges of each of these maps, some in the top corners, some down there. It's really difficult to discern whether they are like the outside of the item frame or if they are sand on a beach, so be thorough when you complete this one. One of the last few achievements we have to get is to get a journey map from a cartographer and take that to wherever the location is revealed on the map. And right now, I'm trying my best to trade with a few different cartographers. And unfortunately, not every cartographer seems to have one of these maps in their trades. One of them did have a map, but the other two don't. So it's going to be a matter of going through a few cartographers until you can find one. But hopefully, in the morning when this guy's trades refresh, we should be able to purchase that map from him. And we have an Ocean Explorer map. Fantastic. I was worried that that was going to be a Woodland Mansion Explorer map, which inevitably would mean traveling thousands and thousands of blocks in order to find one, but yeah, okay, we should be able to make our way that way. That may even be the ocean monument that I've already raided, which would be perfect. Yes, the map is revealing itself, and we get to swim down to the ocean monument. I guess it's going to still be active, considering that we have a map of it in the first place. It still counts for the achievement, and hopefully all we should have to do is swim in the front door of this thing for it to count. Gonna make sure I'm holding the map in my hands, and we're in. Okay, let's do a quick swim around, although there are going to be some spots where I will need to find air if I want to stay in here for too long. The Guardians are still very much here, but the Elder Guardians are not at home. And there we go, that gets us the Treasure Hunter achievement for acquiring a map from a cartographer and then entering the revealed structure. 3 to go! Okay, finally. This has taken me so long. It's actually Friday right now, and I should be uploading this episode right now, but I am still trying to get this achievement for the llamas. And I finally have 4 llamas together. The achievement needs 5, so I'm going to breed together 2 of them to get a baby llama, and hopefully that should be enough to seal the deal. I have the Wandering Traders llamas here as well, but unfortunately you cannot breed them, so I'm just going to have to cut everyone loose here and give, I'm pretty sure it's hay bales that they need to breed, right? Or do I need to tame them first? I guess maybe I do, so maybe I should sit on these llamas for a little while. That one likes me. Okay, good. Let's bring you over, and of course, as soon as you snap a lead onto one of these things, the rest of them sort of fall in line as soon as you're within a certain radius. So as you can see, yeah, they all group up together nice and easily. Now this one I will need to tame as well. I've fed this one a couple of hay bales already, so hopefully I shouldn't run out of hay bales as I try and breed these two in love mode. And there we go. Now once the baby arrives, there we go, we should be able to drag one of these along on a lead, and the rest of them will just kind of snap into line like that, and we are leading 5 llamas around in a train, which should be enough to get the achievement to work. But for now, I'm going to make sure all of these are tied up with leads, and we're going to attach them all to this fence post just to make sure that they don't go anywhere, because I really don't want to have this achievement not work. Seriously, I cannot overemphasize how long it took to get those llamas. I've been here for probably half of the day, just waiting for llamas to spawn in that hillside. But we did it! We got the achievement, thank goodness for the Wandering Traders llamas, which is a sentence I never thought I would say. Alright folks, be free! Let's let those guys free, and let's move on to the last 2 achievements of our achievement rush here. The first of which could potentially be quite a long one, as we are going to have to be out here finding all of the different ocean biomes, and I'm fairly certain I can find them from the air. You still count as in the biome, even if you are quite high up. You can usually see which ocean biome you're in just by the color of the water, but the water in Bedrock Edition is a little bit less clear, so I'm probably just going to have to fly around and maybe cruise around in a boat for a while, just making sure that I can explore as much of this ocean as possible, and eventually the achievement is going to pop for us. The way you can tell the different ocean biomes apart is usually the composition of the seafloor, whether it's all sand or if it's gravel. Stuff like coral reefs being present, if there are icebergs on the surface, makes it a frozen ocean, and of course the types of fish that you have swimming around. If you've got tropical fish, that's going to be a warm ocean, if there are puffer fish around and that kind of thing. If you've got cod, it's going to be a cold ocean. The fish vary from zone to zone, so best of luck. And we've done it, we've visited all the ocean biomes. I have no idea what ocean biome caused that to pop, because I have literally just returned to my base to kind of regroup and build myself a boat in case I needed to travel all of them by boat. But we're there, we've done it. There is 1 achievement left to get, and I thought I would save it for the end, because it is the end again. We need to respawn the Ender Dragon using 4 End Crystals, and that will be 100% of the achievements in Bedrock Edition. And now I'm back from the Nether with a few Ghast Tears, and I'm digging up all of the Ender Pearls that I have stored away, because it's time to create the End Crystals that are going to help us respawn the dragon. We need some Blaze Powder, we'll need some Eyes of Ender, we'll need some glass, which I've been smelting in here for those cartographers, and we'll be able to make 3 end crystals with that. Why not a 4th? Oh, I don't have enough glass for that one. Let's grab 1 more piece of glass, and there we go. That's our 4 end crystals. Now let's head to the end dimension. We can take the portal down to the stronghold, and we will get ourselves the final achievement of Bedrock Edition. Now, as we walk down here into the stronghold, I want to thank everybody who has supported this series. I want to thank all of the people whose donations to charity have made this possible, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed this little look at Bedrock Edition. We are going to be back in Java Edition for the foreseeable future as of Monday's episode, so I hope you guys will enjoy the return to Java, and I am really looking forward to returning to my world and getting everything sorted there. Let's hop into the end portal. Let's hop up to the portal where the dragon is going to be respawned, and let's place the last 4 crystals, which should be the only thing we need to do. I don't think we will actually need to defeat the dragon. I'll just wait for the achievement to pop, but it's probably going to be a little bit of a fun thing to do to end on a dragon fight, and probably fight a couple of endermen in the process. Here we go, folks. 1 crystal, 2 crystals, 3 crystals, and 4. That should be it. The dragon is respawning. We should be able to get the last achievement for respawning the dragon. This is the end. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this series. It's been a whole lot of fun to do, and I don't know, I might keep this world around if we ever return to Bedrock Edition in future, which I don't really plan to, but if it happens, then potentially we can return to this world and do some stuff here. But that is hopefully the last thing we will have to do. The dragon is back. Let's fly around and take out some of these crystals. Let's see if we can, get a couple of aerial shots. It's so much fun doing this fight with Elytra still, after all this time. And I'm still no good with a bow at anything that's not point-blank range on Bedrock. I don't know what it is, but something about the angle of the bow shot just feels really unnatural to me. I think I'm getting the hang of it, though. There we go. 3 in a row. Yeah, all right. All the crystals are down, and we've done it. We have 100%ed Minecraft Bedrock Edition. We've got all of the achievements, and there's just the dragon left to take out before I can return to the overworld and call this adventure complete. Well, folks, I am going to leave it there right in the middle of this dragon fight. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Minecraft Survival Guide and this series within the Minecraft Survival Guide. My name has been Pixlriffs. Don't forget to leave a like on this episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.